In this video, I'm gonna review the Detail Guardz Dirt Lock Insert. I believe that's what it's called. I keep on forgetting the name. So I'm gonna review this. I was gonna demo this for you guys, but it's 40 degrees outside. I'm already cold. I don't wanna get my hands cold. So I'm just gonna review and talk you through this product. So first, if you're not familiar of what this is, these types of inserts go in the bottom of your wash, rinse, even wheel bucket in the washing process for the traditional 2 or 3 bucket wash method, where you'll insert this at the bottom of your bucket, right? And that way, while you're washing the vehicle, any dirt, debris that falls off the wash mitt will be trapped at the bottom of the bucket. That way, you're not always dunking your mitt or wash media into the bucket, into your wash bucket, and then pulling up all that dirt. So it helps keep the dirt locked in the bottom, and then you get the clean, soapy, rinsey water here on top. Now, traditionally, they'll use, like, again, the 2 or 3 bucket wash method, where you have a dedicated rinse bucket and a dedicated wash bucket. That way you're not cross-contaminating, or at least reducing the cross-contamination between the mitt with 2 buckets. I personally stopped doing that so many years ago now, so I primarily use 1 bucket for my wash method. So Detail Guardz, the company, I think they're based out of Canada, they sent me this a few weeks back. I've been using, I think like a month ago now, and I've been using it on every wash. It says made in Canada right there actually. Yeah, so I've been using this one for years now, for 3-4 years, like specifically still the same one. And it serves its purpose, but after using this for however many washes, there is actually a pretty big difference in terms of keeping the debris and dirt in the bottom of the bucket. I'm gonna link down a video they did demonstrating the product, just because I didn't do it because it's cold. But as far as like just at face value, like there's no real hardcore data on this that I'm giving you or anything, but just at face value of how I've seen the washes go, because I only use 1 bucket. 90% of the time, I'm only using 1 bucket, and I do a rinseless wash. So it has helped me keep the dirt leveled, at the bottom of the bucket using this insert compared to using this one, just because of the design of the guard itself. Like this one, there's a lot more fins. Based on the video, again, check their demonstration video down below in the description box, is that they create downward pressure. That way the dirt and debris is always kept on the bottom, whereas this, it's always kind of just floating around in the bottom. There's other videos, or what other people do is use 2 of these to stack against them to create more space between the debris and the clean or soapy water. That's a bit overboard for me. First, you have to fill it that much more of water, and then you're like limited to how much space or how much water you can use because you have 2 inserts. So I never done that, never thought about doing that, because it's just not useful in my opinion. But this one, I will say at face value, it does a better job. Now, they give you these rubber tabs here because not all buckets are the same length. So if you do need to adjust it, it will fit snug in, in different sizes of buckets. And then you have these, what are they called? These grips here to loosen them if you want to take them out of the bucket. Now, in the video, they make it seem super easy. It's actually, in my opinion, like with the bucket that I'm using, it's actually a bit difficult to pull these out from the bucket. 1, because they are snug into the bucket, and then 2, they're just not that easy to access, to be honest. So it actually is a little bit of work to get your fingers in there and then pull it out. You might have to like use your knees to hold the bucket. But that's just the bucket that I'm using. Maybe it'll be different for you. But overall, it is a great quality build. When I go out, like I have 3 of these for each bucket. I have 3 buckets that I carry. I don't use a 3 bucket wash method, but I just carry 3 buckets for whatever reason, and each one has a grid guard. Will I go out and buy 3 of these? No, because again, in my specific situation, when I wash, I'm only using 1 bucket. So for me, recommended to you guys, like I'd go out and buy 1 if you just use 1 wash bucket. I wouldn't go crazy with it. I wouldn't buy this for like the wheel bucket. I wouldn't get this for the other bucket because I just hardly ever use the other bucket. So I only need 1. I wouldn't, and I think it's like $20. So compared to like these type of inserts, they're around like $8. So it's double the price. But there are different versions or styles that run around like 18 to 20 bucks. So this is for the quality that you're getting. I would say it is justifiable, because it does do a better job than the typical grit guard or that type of insert that you see. So it is a great build. As far as that it's a pretty standard, like, you know, tool. I don't, it's not something that, like, it's not like a brush or like an actual APC. Like, I'm not integrated with the product. Like, I just have it at the bottom of the bucket and it works fine. That does mean that I also, with that one, I didn't always have to take out the insert, because I could just spray the debris out once I was done with the wash. With this one, I always do like to take out the insert because it does keep the dirt and debris down in the bottom of the bucket. So to make sure I'm actually removing all of that, I do remove the insert from the bucket and rinse down the bucket and then put it back in. Hopefully that made sense. But other than that, it's a great build. I do recommend it. Again, I wouldn't recommend you go out and buy 3. I would just do like 1 if you just do, you know, if you're just a one wash kind of guy like I am. And this is especially true if you are like me. I do a lot of rinseless washes, so it does help me get a better wash without reintroducing the contamination into the wash and into the vehicle, because I'm only using 1 bucket. It does help. So that hopefully that made sense as well. But other than that, check out that demo video they have in the description box down below. You can also check the link to this product in the description box down below. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. I forget what colors they come in, because I do like to color code them. Not so much like a hard, strict rule, but I just want to have 2 different colors to be like, this one's this, and this one's that. You know, this one's going to be the wash, this one's going to be the rinse, whatever the case. But I do like to color code it, and they do have a few different options in color. But yeah, that's it for this one. Any comments, questions, feedback that you have about this product, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you on the next one.